Hello students, today we'll be revising the respiratory system from the chapter Gas Exchange in Humans. Have a look at the diagram. The respiratory system is a biological system consist of specific organs and structures used for gas exchange. Gas exchange in humans is nothing but the delivery of oxygen from the lungs to the bloodstream and the elimination of carbon dioxide from the bloodstream to the lungs. The gas exchange usually involves two or more gases transferred in opposite directions across a respiratory surface. Structure of the breathing system consists of larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli, and associated capillaries. You can see the network of capillaries covering the surface of the alveolus in the given diagram. All gas exchange surfaces allow the maximum amount of gases to be exchanged across the surface in the smallest amount of time. Gaseous exchange relies on diffusion. To be efficient, the gaseous exchange surface must be thin, moist, should have a large surface area, and a concentration gradient across the surface is to be maintained. In the table here, there is a description of the structures of the respiratory system. We now understand the function of cilia and mucus. The passage down to the lungs are lined with ciliated epithelial cells. Cilia comes from the Latin for eyelash, or unsurprisingly, these cells have tiny hairs on the end of them that beat and push mucus up the passages towards the nose and throat where it can be removed. Refer to the diagram. The mucus is made by special mucus producing cells called the goblet cells because they are shaped like a goblet or a cup. The mucus traps particles, pathogens like bacteria or viruses, and dust and prevents them from getting into the lungs and damaging the cells there. Let's focus on what exactly happens during breathing in, that is inhaling, and breathing out, that is exhaling. The external intercostal muscles contract. They move the ribcage upward and downward. Thus, volume of the thorax increases. The diaphragm muscles contract and the diaphragm moves down, decreasing the air pressure in the thoracic cavity. As a result, air rushes into the lungs through the mouth or nose. During exhalation, exactly opposite happens. The intercostal muscles contract, diaphragm muscles relax, diaphragm moves up, there's a decrease in the volume of the thoracic cavity, air pressure increases, thus air rushes out of the lungs. Next we see a table which gives the description of the gas in the inspired air, in the expired air, and why is it so? The air composition of inspired and expired air is different. Inspired air has more oxygen while the expired air has more carbon dioxide. Nitrogen remains constant as our bodies cannot make use of the nitrogen gas. To test whether the exhaled air has carbon dioxide gas only, we can make use of the apparatus shown in the diagram. When we breathe in, the air is drawn through the boiling tube A, and when we breathe out, the air is blown into the boiling tube B. Lime water is clear but becomes cloudy or milky when carbon dioxide is bubbled through it. The lime water in boiling tube A will remain clear, but the lime water in boiling tube B will become cloudy. This shows us that the percentage of carbon dioxide in exhaled air is higher than in the inhaled air.